Hi, and welcome to part 2 of our Caribbean adventure on P&O's cruise ship Arvia. After saying farewell to the Isle of St Lucia in part 1, we would go on to visit a further 4 more Caribbean islands with an overnight stop in Barbados. As we now had a sea day in between each stop, this gave us a chance to chill out and explore more of the ship's facilities and entertainment. The next morning, we had arrived at Bridgetown Port in sunny Barbados. With temperatures already hitting high 20s, we disembarked the ship and made our way to the meeting point for our next catamaran excursion. This half-day tour was pre-booked through the company Stiletto, which promised a fantastic snorkelling experience, visiting shipwrecks in Carlisle Bay and a swim stop in Sandy Lane Bay, with drinks and lunch also included. Cruise day 7 and our second morning in Barbados. We awoke super early before 6 AM to catch a taxi to Carlisle Bay, where we would find racehorses from the local stables being washed in the sea. Traditionally known as the swimming horses of Barbados, this happens most mornings at dawn and is quite popular with tourists, which are allowed to ride and wash the horses for donations.
Quer bagunçar minha cama, quer acender minha ganja. E ela quer prata bordada na calça, gosta de prata, disse que realça. Curaça nas taças, gosta de fazer fumaça. Punchline, no patamar de 100 gramas, no pôr do sol. Giro em Copacabana, pana. E ela quer a minha cama, cama. Quer sutra, quer me usar, me pede mais do chá. Quer viajar, quer me encontrar e depois se encontrar amanhã. Sabe que eu vou estar, por isso que não vai me achar. Por isso que não vai viver comigo em Bahamas. Quer desfrutar da minha grana, quer bagunçar minha cama, quer acender minha ganja. Quer viver comigo em Bahamas, quer desfrutar da minha grana, quer bagunçar minha cama, quer acender minha ganja.
Essa mina é maluca, gosta de bagunça jogada na cama. Ela pede, me usa, ajoelha e me chupa. Ó, ajoelha e me chupa. Tem tudo a mansão, as gramas do bom. Tem ice na bag da Louis Vuitton. Vermelho é o vestido e combina o batom. Eu combino o batom. Quer fumar o do bom, ela não para não, tá na disposição. Então joga o bundão, down. Quer fumar o do bom, ela não para não, tá na disposição. Ela tem o dom, faz o dom. Quer viver comigo em Bahamas, quer desfrutar da minha grana, quer bagunçar minha cama, quer fumar da minha ganja. Quer viver comigo em Bahamas, quer desfrutar da minha grana, quer bagunçar minha cama, quer fumar da minha ganja.
Quer viver comigo em Bahamas, quer desfrutar da minha grana.
Day 9 into our 14-day cruise, we arrived at the mountainous landscape of the British Virgin Islands. After stepping ashore into Tortola tourist village, we hopped onto an open bus tour, which would take us into the mountains for some amazing landscape photo opportunities, before travelling east for an hour's pit stop at Long Bay Beach on Beef Island. On the 11th day, we arrived at the port of La Roma in the Dominican Republic. Being the only Latin American speaking country visited during this cruise, we were keen to explore the island culture despite being advised by P&O against leaving the guarded tourist village without a guide or pre-booked trip. After having our original boat excursion cancelled due to rough seas, that morning we booked a last-minute cave and river tour for the afternoon. This trip consisted of a bus ride west to visit the huge Cave of Wonders, followed by a leisurely boat ride along the Cavan River with some drinks included. On our 13th and final full day of this amazing tour of the Caribbean, we arrived on the island of St. Maarten, an island split into two nations, with the south belonging to the Netherlands and the north belonging to France. To make the most of our final full day, we had booked a morning and an afternoon tour, which involved a rum tasting and cookery class in Friars Bay on the French side, followed by kayaking in Simpsons Bay on the Dutch side. Upon setting foot onto this island, we felt a very welcoming atmosphere and were pleasantly surprised with how developed it was, considering the Hurricane Irma disaster of 2017.